Congressman Johnson has expressed his support for releasing files related to the case on Jeffrey Epstein. Dakota Territory's Blake Trolley spoke with the congressman as the DOJ is set to begin turning over the files to Congress on Friday.
The comments were made as Dakota Territory News questioned Johnson about the DOJ's expected turning over of Epstein case files to members of the House. Johnson said yesterday officials should release every part of the files they legally can.
Of course, in our country for 250 years, we've tried to protect the innocent. There are things like grand jury testimony we don't normally release. So, of course, we want to honor the law. We want to honor past practice. But to the greatest extent possible, we need to make public those Epstein files.
Johnson says he has questions on the case.
I would certainly hope that if there was evidence that somebody had committed rape or some other kind of sexual assault, that some state, federal, or local prosecutor would have brought charges. But I think sunlight can be an incredible disinfectant. So let's get a sense of what's really in there. I think that'll increase the trust Americans have around this situation.
Representative James Comer, who chairs the House Oversight Committee, announced earlier this week that the Department of Justice will begin turning over Epstein-related records to the committee on Friday. Comer issued a subpoena to the DOJ for the files on August 5th. In a statement announcing the turning over of the files, Comer said there are many records and that it would likely take time for the DOJ to produce the records and ensure victims' identities and any child sex abuse material is redacted. Comer saying in a statement, "I appreciate the Trump administration's commitment to transparency and efforts to provide the American people with information about this matter." In Rapid City, Blake Trolley, Dakota Territory.